Hello ladies and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikki and I am a third-year homeschooling mom, going on my fourth year. I'm not sure how to say that because I feel like it's only been 3 years, but we're going into our fourth year. I am a mom to 5 little boys, and today I am sharing all of our family subjects and family curriculum with you. I am collaborating again today with my friend Christina over at Rooted Homeschool. I will link her video down below. She is also sharing their family subjects with you today, so please go check out her video once you are done watching mine and see what they will be up to next year. All right, so if anybody tells you anything about homeschooling, I hope that they have told you to combine as much as you can. Now, all of my kids are really young still, so a lot of our homeschool has been very specific, but when I can do things all together, that is what we do. You know, my oldest two are only 7 and 6. They will be 8 and 7, and they are still learning how to read and do things independently, but I feel like next year we will really be able to do so much more as a family, and I'm really excited about that. So family subjects are my favorite. I love anything that we can do all together. I love being able to do things that my preschooler can do and my toddler and my elementary kids. It's just the best. So at the end of last school year, I tested a little unit study. I will link the video here where I planned that specific unit study and I kind of show how I do that. And after that, I realized that that is definitely something that we are gonna do for next year. So if you watch that unit study video, you will know that unit studies are a way that I incorporate science, geography, history, all of the other extra things into our homeschool. I don't feel like we're in a season yet where we need a specific science or history curriculum yet. If we ever do, I'm not sure. But at this point in time, I don't feel like we need that. I love just being able to explore specific topics and tie other elements into that so that we are getting this really full, rich education around a topic that we can deep dive. So for next year, we will be doing several unit studies that are centered around the Who Was books. And I will be using the Who Was unit study printables from Jessica at the Waldock Way. I will link her channel down below and I will link her shop down below. She has these wonderful printables that go alongside the Who Was books, and they were great. We loved using them when we used them this last year, and I am really excited about implementing them into our unit studies for next year. So I have a handful of Who Was books that I would like for us to go through. And then of course my boys, they have some ideas too. My oldest son wants to read the Who Was George Lucas and Who Was Stan Lee, and if you are a boy mom, you know that those are the creators of Star Wars and Marvel, and we're definitely gonna be doing those. So some of the Who Was books I will take and kind of expand on. So there are 2 of them. One is on Neil Armstrong and one is on Sally Ride. We will do a mini space unit for a couple weeks and use those Who Was books to kind of center ourselves around those and study space again. My boys love studying space. We've done it for a couple of years and they never get tired of learning about it. And I also love learning about it alongside them, so I'm excited to do that. Another way that we are going to use the Who Was books, there are some that we will tie into our science. So another family subject for us next year will be zoology. My boys love learning about animals, and this will be another way for me to tie in some of the Who Was unit studies kind of in with our zoology. We are going to be using the Sassafras Science Volume 1, which is on zoology. So every week you study a different animal, and it will give us an opportunity to not only learn about an animal, do some science experiments. I will be able to put in some crafts and art projects, and in some of those I will be able to use some of the Who Was books like the Jane Goodall or the Beatrix Potter ones. There are some other ones that I can kind of tie in there so that we are also sneaking in some history as well. If you have figured it out, I love unit study so much because I love just deep diving. I love unit studies, like they are my favorite, and there's nothing that I love more than reading picture books and laying them out and letting my boys do watercolors and notebooking pages about what we have learned about. It is just like the essence of our homeschool, and I love it so much. One other thing that I really want to do this year is I want to create a unit study on our state. I realized a few months ago that we haven't really learned much about the state that we live in. So this year I want to take a few weeks and build a unit study for us that is around the state of Michigan, and I can include all the things, all, you know, the science, the geography, and the history of our state, and build a really robust unit study that we can learn about where we live. Family subjects truly are the heart and soul of our homeschool. I love it so much. When we are studying something together as a family, it is in those moments that I am like, this is it. This is why I do this. This is why the hard days are worth it, because it is in those moments that connection and learning happen, and that's the magic. And this next year I'm so excited because I am not pregnant. I am not having another baby, and I really get to pour my heart into getting back that magic that I feel like we missed a little bit of this last year. So that is what I have planned for us for the next school year as far as our family subjects and curriculum goes. I am so excited, and I cannot wait to share all of these new memories and connections with my kids. Make sure you check out Christina's video where she is sharing all about their family subjects as well. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you can glean some inspiration for your school year next year. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big ol' thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay.